Good afternoon and happy Monday. Today is November 20th, 2017. This is my week 24 / 6-month post VSG surgery update. Jumping right in there with some stats. Back in November of 2016, I joined the bariatric program out of the Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. I weighed 234 pounds. On my day of surgery, which was June 5th, 2017, I weighed 219 pounds. As of this morning, I weighed in at 153.4, which is a loss of 0.4 pounds from last week and a loss of 5.6 pounds this week and an overall loss of 65.6 pounds since my day of surgery. So I'm feeling quite blessed today about that. Absolutely wonderful. I am aware that I have only lost 0.4 pounds. And sometimes some people come in and I've heard videos where people aren't too pleased about, having under a pound loss. And they say, well, at least it's not a gain. And to me, I'm the same way. I wish it could be more. I do, and I will take that 0.4 pounds of loss and be happy about it. But then I'm also going to sit here and go through all the reasons that I think that I didn't lose that much weight. So I'm going to throw a couple of those out there. First one, ladies, we all know it. I'm due to get my period in like 2-3 days. So since I've had surgery, my period's very wacky. My first period after VSG surgery, I was 5.5 weeks late. And I'm never late for my period. I was always 28 days. But no, not anymore. And I feel like this month in particular, from, Halloweenish time to now, I feel like I've gotten my period twice or I'm due for it twice in this month. So I'm thinking that might have a little bit to do with it. The other thing I think it has a lot to do with is the fact that I have been eating nuts like a freaking squirrel or a chipmunk getting ready to go hibernate for the winter. I don't know if either chipmunks or squirrels hibernate, by the way. I have no idea. But I think I remember that squirrels don't hibernate. So maybe I should say like a chipmunks, because I'm telling you, I feel like I'm packing my cheeks full of macadamia nuts and running upstairs. And understand when I say packing my cheeks and that I've been binging on nuts. I've probably, for the past 2 weeks, every evening after dinner, I take a quarter of a cup of nuts, be it peanuts, macadamia nuts, cashews, walnuts, any one of those, or a culmination of them all, into my little quarter of a cup bowl, and I take that and I munch on those. And I don't know if that's a contributing factor. I know that it holy hell boosted my caloric intake up. I was averaging about maybe 420, 430 for calories every single day. I'm up in the 700s now, so that's crazy. It's crazy. Excuse me. And see, totally love this shake. If you ever see me drinking a shake, it is going to be this one. Okay, so I've done what every other woman does or every other person does and justify what I'm taking in as not a great loss this week. Now, understand that I much rather see a negative sign in front of this 4 than a plus sign in front of this 4. But I still feel the need to justify it. So, did I mention my inches? I don't know if I did or if I didn't. So if I did and I'm going over it again, please forgive me. I'm just a little ditzy. This month I've lost a total of 5.25 inches off of my whole body. I love that. I love saying how many inches I've lost. I don't know why. for some reason, it makes me happier to say my inches lost than it does for me to say, you know, pounds lost. I love losing inches. I love it. Okay, so overall, like I said, this month I've lost 5¼ inches from last month, and an overall loss of 46 inches off of my body. What? Love that. I'm telling you. If you haven't started tracking your inches, please do so. If you're pre-op, get in some inches. You know, do one when you start the program, do one right at surgery, and then take them every single month. I would recommend that not taking them every week because, you know, it's slow. But taking once a month is ideal so that you could see your inches lost. So my weekly weigh-in chart, I do my weigh-ins on my Veritastic app. And I also use another app called Monitor Your Weight, and I use both of them together in conjunction with my actual pen and paper log. Everybody recommends Veritastic for an app because it has everything and anything that you could use to track your weight loss, to help your chewing speeds, to remind you to take your vitamins, to drink your water, to log your food, to do your exercise, for inspiration, for trophies, to having a social support network out there. It has everything that someone in the weight loss community could use. It has been outstanding, a major source of support for myself. I also use another app called Monitor Your Weight. And besides doing just what it's called, monitoring your weight, it has an awesome feature on it. One of the greatest motivators for myself is it graphs your weight loss, weight gain, weight journey, and it gives you, here it is, an expected date. If you keep on the track that you're on, so let's say that you're on this losing streak of losing weight, it will show you a date. Hey, you will reach your ideal goal by such and such a date. And I find that a huge motivator, because if that goes out by a couple of days, let's say that it says that I should reach my goal by the 12th, and then I plug in a weight and all of a sudden it says I should reach it by the 20th, then I know that I have slowed down from where I was at before, and to go back and look at my Veritastic in my logs and see, well, what am I eating? Is my exercise where it needs to be? Am I drinking enough? And tweak to get myself back on track, if that makes sense. So that's what I do. Okay. So if you at home don't have the ability to download the apps, or if you're like me and you like to write things like 20,000 times, you know, like have the Veritastic app, have the Monitor Your Weight app, and then write it down, this is what I do. So over here in this column, I put the date, and then I put the week number, and then I put how much I weigh, and then I put a weight loss. And then I'm going to jump over to the second month. So you'll see month 2. And then you'll see how many pounds I've lost that month. And then what my overall inches are. And then how many inches I've lost from the month before. So that's kind of how I do it. And I fill that out every single week and every single month. And I'm ready, since I'm at my 6th month, to jump into my blank one for this one. And so I just do the dates that I'm doing it. Like I said, I already know that my weigh-in date is Monday. And the reason that I picked Monday is simply because my surgery was on Monday. So I decided to make my weigh-in day on Mondays. So yeah, I highly recommend using A, Veritastic, B, Monitor Your Weight app, and also writing in, keeping a weekly and monthly chart like this. You'll be able to open it quick, and when you're having one of those hard days, you know, or a hard week where you haven't had an exceptional or an expected weight loss, like this week for me, would be tough if I had no explanation for it, if I didn't have the nuts in my period to kind of say, hey, well, I was eating right, I was drinking right, I don't understand. Then opening up that, your book and being able to say, oh, isn't it funny how every second week I seem to have a low amount of loss? And then that could easily take care of that problem, knowing that you'll probably lose more at the next week. I love the accountability and the motivational factor that keeping a log like this does for me. It's great motivation for me. Okay, what else can I talk about? Well, this is my 6th month, and I believe that I have lost all of my other videos. So I have lost all those other body shots. It sucks, right? It sucks so bad. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, so I'm going to do a body shot, and I'll do body shots each month. So my next one would be what? Look, I don't even know. I have to look at my cheat sheet. My next body shot will be week 28. So December 18th. That'll be 7 months. So what I'm wearing is just a tank top and a pair of long johns, to tell you the truth, because I'm freezing and I'm not showing that much skin. So here we go. I'm going to pause, move my camera, and then just do the body shot. So hang tight. Okay, I'm going to back up and get my hair out of the way. So this is the front. Here is the absolute worst thing right here. That's my arm. Or my bat wings, right? I can always fly and rescue my daughter if she ever gets hurt or needs help. The muscle in there is nice, but it's still the underneath is, right? From the front, the boobs have gone down a little bit, not much. I think I've only lost I'm still a C cup. I was a C cup before, I'm a C cup now, so I'm still a C cup, which is good. Only difference is the around part that has gone down. So that's nice. This is made from the side. I still have the mommy belly, and that's fine. That's okay. And this is from the back. I still have a little bit of skin back here. My butt, I will be honest and say that, well, number one, you can see my panty marks. Number two, I used to have a heart-shaped bubble butt. My ass is now flat. I look like I have a truck driver's bottom. That's something I'm dealing with. I think I might, right? It's a silly side effect, but I miss my butt. So I keep my boobs and I lose my butt. I don't know what's better. My legs, I know you can't see them up on, well, maybe you can see them enough. My thighs, I'm pretty happy about. My calves are like rocks. They're awesome. Very, very pleased about that. I still need to start targeting certain parts of my body. Of course, they're typical spots for all women. So I need to target my triceps. I need to target the mommy belly, my core, and of course the inner thigh area. And all I really am looking to do is tone those areas up. I don't know at this point whether plastic surgery is in my future or not. I would really like to not have surgery. I would rather like to try to do toning exercises myself and see if I can't do things to take care of that. All right, my friends, I thank you very much for watching. I will be here next Monday, and I hope you all have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving with your families. Take good care and see you next week. Bye.